Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another In the Cards and Stars Tarot Tea Time. How's everybody doing? I just realized I need to plug in my computer. 1 second here. I hope you guys had a great weekend. Anybody do anything fun? Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Penny D. Lawyer Moog dropping some hearts in here. How is everybody? How was the weekend? You guys have a good time? I just hope everybody had a nice Father's Day, however you guys celebrate. And if you have a different type of situation where you weren't celebrating Father's Day for whatever reason, I'm just sending you a big hug and lots of love. Okay, guys, we got some tea to spill tonight. We have some great stories and a quick little housekeeping announcement. We are going to Europe. I'm so excited. You guys are leaving on Wednesday. I think I told you guys this a long time ago. But Lawyer Moog, we got to send him some congratulations because he is going to a CLE international conference for lawyers and it's going to be in Italy. So we're going for that. Then we're going to make a fun little trip of it. So I'm telling you that because housekeeping wise, the podcast and the live streams, like everything's just going to be live stream over the next couple weeks. So I'll still hop on and spill the tarot tea from wherever we're at in Italy, or we're going to be in London too. Maybe you'll see a cool backdrop or something. So we'll spice it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm going to bring you guys with me. So that's how the content's going to be coming out. And we should spill some tea, shall we? There's a lot of tea tonight. Oh my gosh, guys. It was actually hard to pick the stories. And I love it when it's like that, when there's just so much choice. Okay, what are you guys having to say? Hi, Gunyar. How's it going? Couldn't attend the last reading, but here today for Luke and Antonia. We're not surprised. We'll pull some for you, of course. Okay, check if we can look at that. Okay, yes. We will check. We will see what's going on. Good weekend and busy. Nice, Penny. Happy to hear it. Happy to hear. Oh, yes. Congratulations, Lawyer Moog. We're so proud of him. He works so hard. It's well deserved. This will be really fun for him to go meet people from all over. Chrissy says, Britt, is there any way in reading what is up with Camila to see why she's canceled 4 shows, 3 in Spain and 1 in Shanghai? What? That is crazy. Oh my God, Chrissy. Why don't we start with that? Because I have some really good stories here, but let's pull back because I feel like that'll be a quick one that we can just get off the top. Hey, Norma. Hey, girl. Hey. Hey, Norma. How's it going? Okay, so we're starting with some Camila Cabello tea. My gosh, I had no idea that she's canceled 4 shows. What is going on? Okay, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Why has Camila canceled 4 shows? This is unlike her. Let's see what we get. Hey, Sage Moon. Welcome. It's so good to see you. We're starting with Camila Cabello tea, Sage. Okay, she's canceled 4 shows apparently. Also, you guys, on the 17th, Mars moves into Virgo. Sage, you just made me think of that since you're a fellow Virgo sun. Get ready to power the heck up. Okay, I'm ready. Give me that Mars energy straight to the sun. Let's go. Okay. Oh, Camila Cabello, what could be causing this? Why is she canceling all these shows? Allegedly. The strength card. Okay, she's feeling like she doesn't have the strength to do them. All right, let's get a clarifier there. She doesn't have the strength. Now, of course, performing is very demanding. She's spoken in the past about having anxiety about performing. She's been very open about that. But she's an amazing performer. I've seen her perform live like several years ago in 2019 at South by Southwest, and she was fantastic. It was during that like Havana era. Maybe it was 2018. Either one, but she was amazing. You wouldn't be able to tell by looking at her that she seems nervous because she was just like so wonderful live. But the strength card, that's very interesting. Not feeling strong enough to do the shows. Let's get a clarifier. Ready for the Mars energy? Yes, Sage, let's get it. Hi, Claire. Oh, good morning to you. Can't believe it's Monday already. I know, gosh. We're on our way to Monday too. We'll be right there with you, Claire, in a little bit. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you have an amazing Monday and a great start to your week. We're reading Camila Cabello tea. Okay. Oh, the Emperor. Okay, not strong enough. There's an Emperor. Okay, you know what? This just reminds me. So I love guilty pleasure. I love to listen to the blind items, especially Crazy Days and Nights, CDAN on YouTube. If you guys haven't checked it out yet, you'll love it if you love this stuff. But anyway, I did see a blind item not too long ago, and I'm pretty sure it was from Crazy Days and Nights that Camila Cabello may be losing some interest in her career because she's getting really, really involved with her relationship. And she has, like, the guy is a billionaire. And so the blind items were suggesting that she's sort of pulling away from her career, just not that into it. She's living this amazing lifestyle with this guy. She's like starting to, get more and more into his life and is just sort of like not as interested. Now, what's weird is pulling the emperor would kind of, um, that would sort of confirm that theory. The emperor is a controlling person sometimes, typically. Also someone who has, I mean, if you look at him, he's holding like a golden staff and a golden ball. Like, they have money, they have everything. An emperor, right? They're able to like command a room, they have all the resources, all the wealth. So there might be, and this is really sad. I hope this isn't true, but according to the tarot T spill at this moment anyway, um, she's feeling a lack of strength. It's also a Leo card, so maybe like not really feeling confident to perform or wanting to perform. It's really sad. And then the emperor focusing more on this emperor in her life. So maybe it's that situation where I would hate to see this, but she's getting sort of sucked into her relationship and forgetting about her own life. Now that never works, right? Because if you're going to be with someone in a relationship, you got to be with somebody who loves you for you and wants you to also be fulfilled in your own life. If you start giving up stuff to be with that person, it just never ends well, right? We see it happen. So I hope that's not the case, but that's what I'm getting. I'm getting that she's like kind of putting this relationship that seems a bit controlling first. Let me get one more clarifier before we move on. So sad. Is she PG? What do you mean, Penny? What's PG? Hi, Nigel. Oh my gosh, Nigel, we've missed you. Nigel, how's it going? How are your like 2 jobs? Are you still doing that? How's life? Oh, Nigel, my brother just signed a deal in the music industry and just moved to LA. I thought you might like that tea since you love the music. Okay, let's see. It's also his first Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to him. Okay. See. The baby isn't born yet, but still, he's still a father. So it looks like we'll all be going to LA soon too, you guys, because I got to see that baby. Okay, back to Camila. One more. Okay, these moved. That was weird. I'm actually going to take both because of the way they shifted. That was bizarre. I'm scared. Okay. Wow. Yep. You guys, you cannot make this stuff up. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So I was talking about the guy that she's with and how the blind items were suggesting that she's prioritizing him. We have the King of Pentacles, like living that high life, enjoying the money, putting some of her own passions aside, which I hate to see her doing that. She's so talented. You gotta keep your own identity in a relationship, but King of Pentacles, I mean, that would confirm this. Wow. He's obviously someone who is used to getting his way a lot as well. She's got to be careful with that. Yikes. And then we have this 4 of Cups. This is feeling sad. This is feeling disappointed. So I don't think she's doing this with excitement. I don't like this, you guys. I don't like this. Come on, Camila. We're gonna send her lots of love and strength. Maybe, I don't know, maybe Mars, moving into Virgo opposite, I believe, her Pisces sun. Maybe that will help to reinvigorate her by helping her to see like what she wants to be doing that she's not doing. An opposition with Mars can sometimes fire you up by just kind of frustrating you to the point where you do something. So maybe we're going to see her break out of this in the future. I hope so, because this is not making her happy. Oh my gosh. Okay, very sad, but I do feel confident in this reading now. Wow. Wow, that was wild. Okay, a little spooky. A little spooky. All right, what are you guys saying? Oh, thank you, Sage. It's so sweet. Appreciate it. Oh my God. Thank you, Nigel. It's so sweet. Y'all are the sweetest. Thank you, Gunyar. You guys are awesome. Oh my God. Anything on Luigi Mangione? Oh my God. Welcome, Abdul. If you're new here, I don't think I've seen you before. Welcome. That's a good question. Shall we? Shall we pull a card? I'm kind of loving this stream of consciousness right now. I do have my stories over here, but Y'all have some good questions, so let's let it flow. Anything on Luigi? Anything? Gunyar says, seems like Camila literally doesn't want to do anything with her career anymore. Okay. Especially, unfortunately, after her failed tries and lack of album successes, maybe that's what that Four of Cups was about, Gunyar. Maybe just like feeling disappointed. But the thing about the Four of Cups is that it's about looking at what you don't have instead of what you do have. She still has that cup behind her. She's still got a ton of creativity and opportunity, but sometimes we're the very ones that can't see it, when we get disappointed about something or like disappointed in ourselves. It's like she's giving up too soon. Oh, that is sad. I really hope this, Mars opposition like gives her that motivation because she's got a lot left in the tank, in my opinion. Okay. Let's see. Luigi Mangione, just anything. Oh my God. Thank you, Abdul. We hope you're having a great day too. You're so sweet. Hi, Heat Lifer. Yes. Oh my gosh. Whenever you show up is on time, Heat Lifer. Hi, Jamie. Wait, Jamie S. Cowboys new. Okay, welcome. Welcome. Happy to have you. Okay. I'm like really trying to mix these up good. I'm a little worried. What are we going to get for Luigi? Oh my gosh. Okay, the Six of Swords, moving from one situation to another, moving from one angle of argument to another. Huh. This is interesting. This is like taking what you have, which is your swords. That's your mental, that's like your planning. Your, swords can also be associated with the law because it's all about the rules and like, thought and things being very thorough. Moving from one shore to another. I wonder if there's some sort of like angle that they're changing or like a plea deal that they're considering. Very interesting. Let me get a clarifier. That is kind of odd. I just got goosebumps too. So it's odd. This is odd. Okay. Something's happening with him for sure. What else? Penny doesn't want the Pacers to win. Okay. The Hanged Man in reverse. Yep, they're making moves. They're making moves. So whereas they were stuck, not moving forward there for a little bit, something is changing. I don't know when we'll hear about this, but there is some sort of, I don't know, something being considered. They're in the process of changing something. Maybe it's a plea deal. Maybe it's looking for new evidence or I don't know, but something is changing right now. And with, I don't know. I wish I had his birth chart in front of me. Let's leave it there because it's definitely like with the Hanged Man reverse, this is basically just saying that the energy has been stuck for a long time, but we're finally getting movement. So maybe we'll hear about it soon. But yeah, something is happening, but I don't think that anything is like solid. Nothing's been decided or agreed upon yet. But I don't know. The cards are basically just saying like something's happening, something's changing right now as we speak. So interesting. Interesting. Abdul says many tarot readers have said that Luigi will either get lifetime or 40 plus years in prison. I do think that he is going to get something pretty heavy. That would make sense. Like the channel. Oh, thank you, Jamie. That's so sweet. Okay, let's go back up to Gunyar now because you had some requests here for a little bit of a Luke and Antonia check-in and Nick and Jake check-in. So let's see. Just current energies. We're going to pull a quick one. Luke and Antonia, what's going on with them? Of course, this is the Bridgerton tea. Luke and Antonia. By the way, over the weekend, we watched the entire second season of Fubar. It was cheesy, good fun. Like I said, if you want to watch like a cheesy show that's like cute and about like spy stuff, I still do recommend it. Michael suffered through it. He liked it, but it's funny. Okay. Luke and Antonia. Ooh, we got two. We're going to take them both. Why didn't I just pull out the same cards that we got for Luigi? What? Okay, that is the weirdest thing ever. I'll just say this, it's not going well. Okay, it's not going well. If you're getting I'm like choking. I am truly shocked by that. What is going on? Why are Luke and Antonia in the same energy as Luigi Mangione? Maybe they're making a decision as well. But this would be in a romantic sense. This is more about moving on. They might be about to break up. After a time, this is so weird. I don't think this has ever happened before. But after a time of being in a stuck kind of energy, which we've been getting for them for a while. Like Luke has been allegedly for entertainment purposes on the fence about this relationship. It looks like there might be a move forward, and that move would be to someone might be leaving someone else very soon. Wow. And since we have the Hangman reverse, it might be him. He might actually break up with her finally. Okay, well, that's some hot tea. Dang. But the fact that we got the same cards as Luigi, I feel like it's an intense situation. So I hope everybody's just, try to keep a cool head. Oh my God. Luke and Antonia. Like, we don't need like a big blowout fight or something because there's a lot of intensity. Nick and Jake. Okay. What is the current energy for Nicola Coughlin and Jake? The Empress, she always is coming through as the Empress. Oh my God, so funny. Yes, Earth sign energy, queen, confident, sitting on her throne, knows what she wants. Just like, she's just got that vibe. She's got that energy. She's fun. She's effortless. She's charismatic. Like, everyone loves her. She's still in her power. Like, as always, amazing, stunning. We love to see it. What about Jake? What's his energy? Allegedly. What is his energy in the relationship? 10 of Swords. Okay, well, he has his heart a little bit broken. That's odd. Guys, that's odd. Why is his heart broken? Is she distancing herself a little bit from him? Is she kind of busy doing her own thing? I don't know. 10 of Swords would be like something's over. The Chariot. Oh, not two choices. Oh my God. Okay, well, you know what? I do believe that the love triangle continues on. I'm sorry. Not two choices. This is Mars energy. This is Nicola, and those are the two guys. I do think that there is still this weird underlying tension. And by the way, you guys, if we learned anything from Gigi Paris finally coming out and telling the truth, like 2 years later, about what really happened between herself and Glenn Powell in 2023, it's that sometimes if there's enough buzz surrounding a story, it just might be true. So I do think that there's a little bit of a strange underlying love triangle chemistry energy. I really do. I really do. And I do think that it makes Jake wonder and it makes him feel weird. And there's that heartbreak card. Doesn't mean they've actually broken up, but there is an energy of like, he just doesn't know. And it's like when you get in your own head and you kind of break your own heart in a way, I don't know that he knows, but I feel like he is thinking things could be happening. You have those 10 swords. Okay. Dang. And then Luke and Nick to close out this reading. Luke and Nick. Luke Newton and Nicola Coughlin as they work side by side on the set of Bridgerton with things swirling in their private lives. How is their connection at this time? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Okay, we got to stop it. You guys, what is up with the cards tonight? This is crazy. It's creeping me out. We have the 10 of Swords and the Empress. The cards that we just got for Nicola and Jake. This situation 100% has to do with Luke and Nick. I'm gonna send this to my editor that makes the clips. We need to clip this. This is a crazy reading. What in the world just happened? The 10 of Swords and the Empress. So yes, the situation that is going on in Nicola Coughlin and Jake. Sorry, I'm forgetting his name off the top of my head right now. He's a great actor, though. I'm sure he's very talented. Whatever's going on between them, yes, it has everything to do with the connection or perceived ongoing connection between Nicola and Luke Newton, her co-star. The love triangle continues. I'm telling you, we need that. Like, that is the real story. Bridgerton is a great show, but the real story is what's going on behind the scenes. I'll tell you that. Oh my gosh, I am floored. When the tarot tea is too hot. It's piping hot. Okay, what are you guys saying? Let me catch up now. I had to scroll down. That was nuts. Oh my god. Okay, Gunyar says, "Can they just break up this year for the sake of God, please?" Gunyar's pleading. Also, Luke's sister is on vacation with them right now in Cyprus. Well, they might be having kind of a difficult time, I'll be honest with you, based on those cards and based on all that weird confirmation of the second reading. I mean, that was strange, which is Antonio's birthplace. So maybe sudden fight and breakup to come. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if that happens. I think there is a real chance. Oh, Babalu and Gigi. Hey, guys. Oh my gosh. So happy you're here. Jaded, she said there's some changing. Oh, okay. Is Jaded in here? Hi, Jaded Kate. Welcome. Might have to rewind for Luigi. We just got Jaded that it's like kind of a weird ongoing situation, but there's finally movement after a time of major stagnation. So we'll see. Okay. Not sure if you have time. Hi, Arvin. How's it going? Welcome. I think you might be a new team tea timer too. Good to see you. Not sure about time, but would you be able to do a quick check-in on Kendall and Bad Bunny? Absolutely. Let's do it. Dumas said he was at Kendall's lake house in Idaho last week. Wonder if they're getting back together. That is some piping hot tea. I want to know too. Let's pull the cards right now. Okay. Well, cards are flipping and jumping. So there's some energy. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. What is the current energy between Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny? Oh my God. At her lake house in Idaho last week. Interesting. What's going on between those two? What is the prominent energy? Ooh, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so a lot of communication. Now, it's ironic because a lot of people have said, like, how do they even communicate? Like, whatever. I think they have, I don't know, they have like a really good communication, actually. Like, they have great communication with each other. I think they genuinely get along really well. The Knight of Swords, this would be like rapid communication, maybe even I don't know, it reminds me of like Gemini energy. It's like, quick and like maybe they are doing a lot of like FaceTimes when they're not together. And like there is also this energy of being pursued or pursuing someone. So Bad Bunny may also be pursuing her again, but through a lot of like messages, communication, and he does have that flair. So maybe he sends her like, I don't know, like te amo and like just I could see her being very charmed by someone who's very different in the way that they communicate. So maybe he's like great with communicating in a way that's romantic or kind of like I don't know, it's just different from what she's used to. So I do think that that is like a big part of the connection. Ironically, even though people have doubted their communication, I think that's like the main pull between them. So very interesting. I do think he is pursuing her again. How does Kendall allegedly feel about Bad Bunny currently? Hmm. Penny says, I hope not. Probably payback for Devin's stunt. Penny, what did Devin Booker do? Oh my gosh. Are you off of Team Devin Booker now? Oh my God, Penny, tell me the tea. Okay, how does Kendall Jenner feel allegedly for entertainment purposes only about Bad Bunny now? The devil card. Stop it. Oh my God, you guys, this is so funny. It's a spicy good time. Yep. So this is having your cheesecake and wearing red and like just doing whatever you want. I think that Kendall is footloose and fancy free. I think that she's extremely independent. That is her nature. I would be very shocked if she announced a serious relationship anytime this year, anytime next year. She might even be one of those people that's like an eternal like bachelorette, where she just dates people or even if she gets to a serious relationship, like never gets married, sort of like Kurt Russell and like Goldie Hawn. I think they eventually got married, but like for a long time they just were partners. Like I get this sense that Kendall is enjoying her life and that she has no commitments, no ties. And this is just, yeah, a confirmation of that. I think she's enjoying it. I think she enjoys the communication, the attention. She's having fun. And I would say, based on these cards, that, yeah, I think Dumas was right. I think they were hanging out at the Idaho Lake House, and I think they had a great time. And it was probably very spicy time, and I'll leave it at that, Hate to, kiss and I was gonna say spill and tell, but you know what I mean. Okay. So funny. That's wild. Oh, no worries. So we do personal readings at different times, but I always announce them on the channel. So, yes, there will be a time for that where I do ask me anything. Yeah, thank you, JD Kate. We're all staying on track. Okay, let's see. What else? All right, I might pull out if you guys don't have another one, I might pull out my stories for this week. Mm, okay, let's pull out the stories. Okie dokie. Yeah, Arvin, I feel like they have an open relationship. Arvin said Devin cheats on her all the time. I don't think it's a healthy relationship between Kendall and Devin. Yeah. I don't know, Arvin. I mean, you could be right, but I feel like based on the tea spill, it's sort of like a mutual agreement where both enjoy their freedom. Almost like not even an open relationship though, because I feel like there's no commitment. Yeah, it's interesting. It's an interesting, definitely an alternative way of living that I think most people probably don't embrace, but Kendall Jenner does. It's sort of, I guess, how she likes to live her life. She's very, very independent. Okay, so there have been some rumors circulating. I just saw that Sloan put up a video today about it, basically saying that Timothée wants to break up with Kylie, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. But we've been hearing this a lot. But the additional layer of the story that's a little bit wild is that there are also rumors swirling that Kylie would like to get pregnant to hang on to him, which I mean, I usually don't do readings about things like that. But I don't know. That's a wild accusation. And who in her circle is spilling this type of tea? So I definitely want to just either clear the air with the tarot reading or I guess expose the truth. So allegedly for entertainment purposes only, is there any truth to the rumors about Timothée Chalamet wanting to get out of his relationship with Kylie? Also in this video, Sloan alleged that Timothy has a wandering eye. Now, Timothy also has a lot of Virgo placements. I believe he's a Virgo rising. I don't know. There is some prominent Virgo in his chart. I do know that. So when Mars enters Virgo starting on the 17th to stay for 7 weeks or so, I do think that that could end up being a make it or break it time. If he does want to leave, he might get an extra boost from Mars to move on. But we'll see. Let's pull some cards here before I get ahead of myself. Gunyar says, I think Timothy and Kylie are doing okay regardless of rumors, but let's see what happens. Yes, let's see, shall we? Yep, he's a Virgo rising. Thank you for confirming that, TJ. Appreciate it. And welcome, TJ. Good to see you. Okay, let's see. Claire can't take their relationship seriously. Okay. Well, Claire, maybe it's your intuition telling you that this is not for the long haul. All right. So, how does Timothée, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, really feel about Kylie at this moment in time? They've been together for quite a while now. I'm going to take them both. Not great. Okay, guys, this is confirming the blind items. So Sloan, I'm going to say I have to back up Sloan's video. We have the 7 of Wands and we have the Page of Swords. Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is not what you want to get when asking this question if you're hoping for a positive outcome for this relationship. The 7 of Wands is competition. So I said that there are allegations that he has a wandering eye. This would confirm that. This is one person who is fielding all of these offers, all of these wands. And we know wands, it's like fire. That's a little bit of spicy interest. That's the flirting, the exchanging numbers with people, the late nights. And this is him. So yeah, he's got a lot of people, I think, whether he's cheating or not, I mean, this isn't confirmed that, but there are people, I guess I would say, on the back burner, or there are people around him. There is flirtation. I think when he's by himself without Kylie, I don't think he necessarily holds back. Yeah, a lot of competition for his affection, and he definitely has, interest in a few people, which that's really sad. That sucks for Kylie. And then we have the Page of Swords. This is immature communication. So when asking about how he feels towards her, I would say that he probably has a little bit of growing up to do because I don't think that he is the best at communicating where he's really at, like what he's really feeling, what he's really thinking. Like this would be the kind of person that, like one of those charming kind of guys who gets a bad reputation because they're very nice. Like they're very nice. They kind of tell people what they want to hear. But then when it comes down to it, they're actually doing this. And so the nice guy can actually end up being not so nice because they're not being honest. So this is kind of like some dishonesty. This is immaturity, not really telling the full truth about what you're doing and how you're feeling. That's really sad. I do think that I don't think they've had a talk about it. I think that he probably says like how much he cares about her and stuff. And I think on one hand, that's true. But I don't know. I'm sure she has an idea that this is going on, but it's sort of like out of sight, out of mind, like not wanting to accept it. Oh my God. And kind of living for like the beautiful little lies instead of an ugly truth? Oh my God. Okay. Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Is there any truth to Kylie like wanting to hang on to him in whatever way? I hesitate to say like trying to get pregnant. Like that's kind of rude to say, but I don't know. Just like, is she trying to hang on to him at all costs? Let's say that. Let's say that. Allegedly. Oh, interesting, Gunyar. Gunyar thinks that it gives the same energy as Taylor Swift and Joe Alwyn, like not a long-term thing. Interesting take. I could see that. TJ says I'm weirdly rooting for them, even though it took me forever to get on the train. LOL. I know. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. It took me forever, but then like once I saw them together a bunch, I'm like, that's actually so cute. Okay. How does Kylie feel? Allegedly. Is she actually trying to hold on to him at all costs? Okay, we're gonna take him, but oh my God. It's so weird. This just tells me they're like collective energies at play right now, and there are like repeating patterns happening right now because we got the 10 of swords and the chariot. And this is like what we got for Luke and Nicola. Very weird. This is her yes, okay. So this is her feeling like she wants to avoid a heartbreak, 10 of swords. Um, but this is also two people, the chariot. This is her and there are two guys. So I think that this is sounds so toxic, but I think that she also has someone on the back burner that she would probably come out like in a new relationship or dating them like ASAP if Timothy does break her heart. Because I think that there is a part of her 10 of swords that already knows that the writing's on the wall, already knows it's just a matter of time before they break up. But I think there's this like little, like, I don't know, it's sort of like, yeah, but like once that happens, I'm going to step out and be seen with and get paparazzi'd with the one guy that I know he's insecure about, like going up against for roles and whatever. So, I mean, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, it's a little bit devious, but it's also like, I don't know, turning that heartbreak into like wanting to get him back a little bit. So it's a little disturbing that we already have this energy coming through. But this tells me the chariot, this can be Mars energy. This tells me that she's also a little bit angry. So we may see this again when Mars moves into Virgo. We may see some more clarity come out about this whole situation with them. Okay, wow. Okay, that was a little spicier than I expected. So, let me catch up with what you guys are saying. Oh my Lord. Need a little of my ice water here. Right, TJ. So true. Band-Aid babies are not it. Yeah, that never works. That never works. Just makes things really complicated for two people who were not meant to be together. Yes, everyone's so proud of you, Lawyer Moog. Okay, TJ was doing good. Okay, yes, spilling some movie tea. Okay. Not Kylie doing a J-Lo. She does have Leo's sun and Scorpio moon, though. You're so right. I mean, there are just some like little soul lessons, I feel like little soul lessons that certain zodiac sign placements do tend to live out. And so we can see some patterns between, people that have similar placements. That's such a good observation. Babaloo, good to have a plan B. Okay, Babaloo. Babaloo supports it. She says if he's going to do that to you, it's not the worst thing in the world to go out on a date with his rival. Okay, I like it. A little spicy, Babaloo. Very nice. Okay. It's a battle for heart versus ego, TJ says. Well said. A Leo, Sun, Scorpio, Moon, a battle of heart versus ego. Wow. TJ, that was profound. I love it. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Our next story. Oh my God. Okay, guys, buckle up. This one's a little bit crazy. Our next story, again, another blind item from Crazy Days and Nights. I watched this video earlier today while I was doing a little cleaning around the house. It's when I get my best stories. Um, so they did like I don't know if it's like a new series, but he's been like putting out a ton of content lately. Jay-Z and Diddy, though, like a deep dive into the Jay-Z and Diddy blind items over the years. And this made me want to pull some cards. So one of the blind items that was a little bit crazy was basically just saying that the two of them would go out on the town together. Everybody knows that they're friends. There are tons of photos of them together. They can't deny that, even though Jay-Z's tried to distance himself from Diddy as much as possible at this time. But they would go out and just like party together. And then, they would date models and women and have all these women around them and all this stuff. But then at the same time, they also had their own romantic relationship separately. I don't remember if we pulled a card on this before, but I'm interested. Okay. I'm interested. I want to pull a card to see if allegedly for entertainment purposes only Jay-Z and Diddy have ever had a romantic relationship. Oh my God, yes, Sage. I like that take about Timmy and Kylie. They're an odd pairing that kind of makes sense. Totally. Totally. Also messy, TJ says, is it true? Kylie hooked up with her friend Stassi before her and Timmy got together. Okay, well, just gonna pull a quick card for that, TJ, before we move into the next one. Is it true that they hooked up? Gigi's mind is blown. Is it true that Kylie hooked up with Stassi before she and Timmy got together? That is so funny. Let's just see. Is it true? The Knight of Wands. Are you kidding me? Guys, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. That's a strong yes card. We know what the wands mean. And the Knight of Wands is charging forward. Okay, so that's a yes. All right. Spicy, spicy. Okay, Claire says Sloan Bella said 2027 Jay-Z and Beyonce will go down. Ooh, okay. Interesting. Like go down as in like legally be brought down or like get a divorce. What do you mean, Claire? Spell it. Okay. Let's see. So both of the women trying to make men jealous. Possibly, Gunyar, possibly. That is an interesting thread that you just pulled. That definitely could be the case. Okay, Jay-Z and Diddy, did they have a romantic relationship? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Legally, oh my God, Claire, I could see it. Oh my God. Like they're next on the list. Okay. I just like keep going until it felt right. Sorry. Whoa. The Queen of Pentacles and the Hierophant. Okay. This is a commitment. Guys, bear with me here. This one's going to probably blow your hair back. All right. This all alleged for entertainment purposes only, but this is a commitment and this is the Queen of Pentacles. So in this question, which is a little bit complicated, I think that one of them okay, I think that they were in a committed relationship, okay? And when I say that, I mean that like when they would go out and, be with women or whatever, I do think that the whole idea behind it was that they were actually together, Jay-Z and Diddy, like they were together and they would maybe go out and like do whatever they do with other people, but then at the end of the day, like they were in the primary relationship with each other. Because we do have one of them being in a feminine energy, and this is whoever at the time had more money. So I don't know who that is because they both seem like they have been very wealthy since they've been friends, but whoever had more of the money was more of the feminine energy in the relationship because we have a Queen of Pentacles. The Hierophant, this is why I think it was a commitment. So I do think that they were in a committed relationship. So that's a strong yes energy. Wow. Claire is like, oh my God. He's flying the flag. Oh my God, I love you guys. Y'all are so funny. Yes, happy Pride. There we go. TJ, exactly. Happy Pride. Just be yourselves. Honestly, like I wish they would have just been themselves. Maybe without all that frustration and feeling like they had to hide themselves, they could have channeled their energy into doing good instead of becoming crime lords. I don't know. You just never know. But yes, that was what happened. So I think the gross part is the lying. It is the deceit. Um, it's the crimes. It's the, all the other stuff that we've learned about. But yeah, so wild. They have definitely shared. And he says, I think so. I think they've shared a lot of things in life. And according to Sloan Bella, apparently they've also shared some criminal activity, and that may come out in 2027. So we'll all be sitting there with our popcorn. Okay, well, got that confirmed. Check off the list. Oh God. Okay, guys. Now we're gonna really get into it. Did anybody happen to see Justin Bieber's post today? Let me pull it up. I took a bunch of screenshots. I mean, this is just next level. So apparently, this was like, okay, when I took these screenshots, it was like 13 minutes ago. So maybe it was like an hour ago or something, maybe an hour and a half ago. So Justin again posted like and by the way, this is like his first Father's Day with his child. And you would think that he would be like really happy today, right? Like this is an exciting day. And you would think he'd be spending time with Haley and maybe busy, like maybe they just finished their dinner or were hanging out by the pool. I mean, but no. Instead, he was on Instagram after a weekend of having a full-on meltdowns that were caught on camera where he was like yelling at paparazzi. I know we've been doing a lot of readings on him, but it's just because every time we sit down to do a tea time, like something has come out. He's posted something crazy. Like he's really spiraling. Okay. So anyway, this is what he said. He just posted, it's like, I don't know if y'all can see, just like posted like that. Like he was messaging someone, and I feel like he actually messaged like a real person. Yeah, so I think he shared text messages that he had with somebody else. Okay. Here's the what he posted. I will never suppress my emotions for someone. Conflict is a part of relationship. If you don't like my anger, you don't like me. Now, who is this? Is this Haley? Is this a friend? My anger is a response to pain I have been through. Asking a traumatized person not to be traumatized is simply mean. Okay, then the friend responded, I'm not used to someone lashing out at me. It's not that I don't see and feel your anger. He responded, ouch. This friendship is officially over. I will never accept a man calling my anger lashing out. Okay, so this is obviously not Haley. So he's talking about a male friend of his. Okay, then Justin said, I enjoyed our short lived relationship. I wasn't kidding when I told you I didn't need you as a friend. I have good friends who will respect these boundaries. Why are you sharing this? Like, what is going on? Like, why is he sharing this on Father's Day instead of like spending time with his family? And like, I don't know. I feel this is really sad. Okay. Then he said, I thought you were a P word derogatory for a woman. Like, I'm not going to, a woman's, area. I'm not gonna say it on YouTube. Which is why I always kept my distance. Like, this is really mean of Justin to say to someone too, by the way. Like, this is crazy. Which is why I always kept my distance, but I was willing to give you the benefit of the doubt. This confirms you were the P word. I always thought you were. Then the middle finger emoji. Please leave me alone now. The friend, whoever the anonymous friend is, wrote, I'm a P-U-S. I'm a P word. And then Justin wrote, blocking you now. Then he said, this friend sounds so fair and reasonable. Wait, when you're the one texting, are you in blue or are you in black? Hold on. Okay. When this, hold on. When you are texting, because this is like how unhinged is he really? Are you the one in blue or black? ChatGPT, help me. It says depends on the messaging app. On the iPhone, blue bubbles message sent by you. Black or gray bubbles message received from the other person. That was him, and he posted it thinking that this was a rational, okay thing to share, acting like, yeah, this is normal. Like I'm so right. I'm gonna share this with people on my Instagram. This friend sounds so fair and reasonable. He sounds so mean. Like honestly, so mean. Okay, let's pull some cards. This is crazy. Okay. Let's see. What are you guys saying before I pull some cards? Yeah. Claire says, poor Justin, I really feel for him and his mental health. It's not nice to see. I know. And it's really sad too that this is just, like, playing out in the public. Like, I feel like this is really just giving Britney Spears all over again when she was really, like, crashing out. He definitely needs someone to take away his phone. Um, it's sad too because this is, like, happening just in public. Like, we're all seeing him spiral, but, like, it's like no one can really help him. Like, I don't know. Like, none of us can help him. Like, there's gotta be someone in his circle that can help him and just, like, let him know, like, bring him back to earth. Like, this is not you don't need to be sharing these things. Like, you don't need to be acting like this, yelling, and I don't know. He needs to be enjoying his life and getting healthy. Yeah. Oh, let's see. Wow, that was not my bingo card. They should have lived their truth. Oh, right. Heat lifer, totally. Okay. English happens to be my fourth language. Ooh, four languages. It's giving genius. Incel is like I don't know. How would y'all explain incel? It's like a man who's like I forgot what it stands for, but it's like a man who's like really like pushy and like derogatory towards women and like I don't know, like it's like messed up. It's like I don't know. They like always are on their computer and like have no friends or something. Like I don't know. I just know like it's not a good person. It's like a guy who's like really like just not nice. Thank you, Gigi. Thank you. Incel, involuntarily celibate. Okay, there you go. So it's someone who can't get women because they're just like such an unpleasant human being. Okay. And then they blame, I think, women for not being with them. Okay, there we go. When they need to just fix themselves. Thank you, Gigi. That was perfect. Yes. Thank you, Penny. Okay, we're getting some truth. There you go, Abdul. All right. So let's pull some cards to see just with Justin, like, why was he posting all that stuff instead of just spending this Father's Day with his family? Like, what's going on with him? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Why was he doing that? Right, didn't we talk about his mental health last week? I know we did heat life. I'm sorry, we did. But this just happened today and it was like it was just so weird, so next level. The 4 of Wands. Okay, this is his so 4 is home and this is like a celebration. This is his relationship. So he might be having some sort of crash out. I don't know. I don't know if he didn't spend oh, oh my god. My dog Sunny, he's trying to get in here. He's so sweet, you guys. He always tries to come in here. Aw, I can hear him outside the door. Okay. He's my little shadow. So something about his relationship. Let's see. The 2 of Pentacles balancing. He's trying to dig under the door into the carpet. Oh my god. He has the mommies. Okay. Can y'all hear that? 2 of Pentacles trying to balance. This has to do with finances. Bring him in. Oh my god. Um Guys, if I bring him in, he might knock over the lights. If he won't stop, I'll try it. I'll try it, but I'm not making any promises. He might start getting into my papers and try to and knock over a light or two. Okay, so yeah, this is trying to balance. Bring him on your live. Okay, Claire. Okay, let's try it. If this gets wild, though, I'm not making any promises. All right, let me see if he'll sit here and be a good boy. He might just go crazy. Okay, and don't mind my little Sunday sweatpants outfit. Okay. Hey, son. Come on in. Come on. You come in. You want to come sit? Good boy. You want to come sit on the couch? Come here, son. Come sit right here. Come on, baby. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, sorry. Sorry, button the camera. Come here, sweetheart. Son. Come sit. You can come up here. Come. He's unsure. He's like, what? Why am I coming here on this couch? Come here, baby. Come here if you want to see you. Oh, God. He doesn't want to come sit up here, but yes, he's sniffing the papers. Okay, maybe he'll come over here and get on camera in a second. Love this, Brit. Claire. Sunny, if I had like a little treat or something. Sun. Come here, baby. He's sniffing into the trash. I knew it. I knew it. He's like, "Okay, now that I can see you, let me see what stuff I can mess up in here." Nerd. Okay. Well, hopefully he'll come over here. Baby boy has joined the live. Yes. Honestly, Sunny is my little baby. I call him little baby Sunny, like, because he's the sweetest. He's my little shadow. He always wants to be where I am. I just love him so much. He's the sweetest angel. Yeah, you good boy. I'm talking about you. Okay, you can come sit up here. All right. So Gunyar says, I'm not going to be surprised if Justin and Haley, if a divorce happens, they are literally not happy together. I know. I know. I think you're right. At first, Haley was doing fine with it, but after having a kid, even she couldn't tolerate it. Yeah. I think that probably having a baby, like we just talked about before, like how it doesn't work as a band-aid. I think that it actually magnifies the issues, like, because when you have a child to take care of, it's like you have to be able to depend on each other more. Like everybody's got to kind of step up. Like this is a little more serious. And if there isn't like a solid foundation or someone isn't willing to step up and like split the work with you, wow, Two of Pentacles, do half the work, balance things, that can cause real issues in the relationship. I feel like that's exactly what these cards are about. It's like there's just a lack of balance in the relationship and possibly with Justin too. He's shy, baby. Sometimes he is shy, honestly. And of course, I'm already having anxiety about going out of town and being on for 14 days without my son and the other babies, of course. Like, oh, wait, you can almost see him. Saw it, little tiny nose, a little bit of a nose. Oh my god. Okay, let's move on from Justin because it's just so sad. Anything else before I move on? Anything else we need to know about Justin? Oh god, don't knock over a light. Anything else? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Sunny, come see here. Come. You want to come? hmm I don't think he knows how to go through the maze of lights. Okay. Anything else before we move on? The Two of Swords. Yeah, it's just sort of like Gigi saw I saw a little bit of a nose. Oh, it's okay. He bumped a light and scared himself. The Two of Swords, this is like, not sure what decision to make, not sure where to go next. Yeah, he's definitely at a crossroads and they're both kind of at a stalemate. So I just think that this might continue for a little bit, sadly. Like we might keep seeing this kind of unhinged behavior. So sad. Hi, come here. Sunny up. Come here. You want this? Maybe I can bribe him with a piece of paper to tear up. You want to get it? He's like, Mom, I'm a husky. I'm too smart for that. Yes. Like, if it was a treat, maybe, or a proper toy. Okay. So, next story. Um, Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin finally broke up after 8 years together. We only have 2 more, and both are relationship breakup stories. So get ready. Yeah, broke up after 8 years together. Now, allegedly, they had been breaking up for a long time. There have been rumors swirling that they've been on again, off again. I don't know. Also, I think it's interesting because they were never really super public. Like, I don't know that I've ever even seen an interview of them speaking together or like a lot of red carpet appearances. So to me, they always seemed like they were very private anyway. But I think it's sad after 8 years that they broke up. And allegedly, Chris Martin was, cheating. He had like another girlfriend who was like this younger, like model. And Dakota found out about it. And I think that they had tried to work it out. And then it ended up, hard to come back from cheating. I definitely think that walking away with your self-respect is a great thing to do. So let's see. So I hope that they both find happiness, but especially Dakota, because that's really sad. So what happened between Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin, allegedly? Ooh, Babu, interesting one. Are you crying now? Okay, I gotta let him out now, you guys. He's like, I've had enough. This wasn't as fun as I thought, Mom. Okay. All right, be right back. Sorry, guys. Good boy. Kids. Okay. Oh my God. Okay. I faked him out a little bit and he left, so I hope he didn't get his feelings hurt and try to come back. Let's see. I'm sure Chris didn't want to get married. Penny says that was kind of the rumor on the street, wasn't it? Oh, wow. Jaded Kate. Oh, God. Mm, mm, mm. It's honestly the worst. Jaded Kate, it's literally the worst. I can't even today. Okay. Sage said, I thought she was too good for Chris. He seems kind of creepy. Oh my God. Totally. I agree. I agree, Sage. Okay. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, what happened between Dakota Johnson and Chris Martin? We have the justice card. Justice was served. Yeah, I think that somebody betrayed somebody else. And it does look like it was Chris Martin. Let's pull a clarifier to see, like, what is the justice about? Who got justice? What was the justice for? All that good stuff. Let's see. What was this justice about? Chris seemed so in love. They were engaged. I think 8 years is definitely like a sign that people were in love, you know? And I think if you're with someone for 8 years, even if it's like, if it doesn't work out or you're mad or upset, it's like there's so much about all of that time spent together that I think would be really hard to just move on or forget about. So I do think they're both probably hurting regardless of what happened. It's very sad. Let's see. Wheel of Fortune. What goes up must come down. Okay, this is sort of that scenario where it's the person that thought they could live without the other person is getting a little bit of a karmic wake up call. So this looks to me like Chris Martin may have, started dating somebody else, doing his little thing on the side while he was traveling or doing whatever. And then when he got caught, because he was still in the relationship with Dakota. So if he didn't want to be with her, he wouldn't have still been with her. Right. So it was sort of like having your cake and eating it too, not being super committal. Whatever happened there. I think it was a lot. But then at Wheel of Fortune, it's feeling like, oh, wait, hold on. It's like you always want what you have until it's gone. So maybe he got bored in the relationship, but then now that she's gone, I think he's probably the one who's most hurt. Let's get another clarifier about that. He definitely likes his Libra women. Does he, Gigi? JD Kate says the 7-year itch. There you go. There you go. So if you guys are patrons, Sage, I know you're a patron. Definitely what happened with the anti-Trump protests and all of that. If you saw the video that I put up about Trump, that totally was that not dead on? Oh my God. Yeah. We knew this was going to happen for sure. For sure, JD Kate. Agree with everything you just said. Oh, Lord. Okay. Is that a Saturn thing? Saturn is associated with 7 years. Yes. Uh-huh. Things go in 7-year cycles when it comes to things like that, like relationships or big themes in life. They can go in a 7-year cycle of commitment with Saturn. Very astute of you. Okay, Page of Wands. This is, yeah, I mean, look at wands. Wands are, when you're just like flirting and you're interested in other people, the wands, we know what those are. Passion. If you're a Page of Wands, this is not being able to control your passions. So yes, I think that this confirms that he was out and about doing what he was doing. And I think that he got his justice. And Wheel of Fortune energy, sadly, I think he's the one who really is going to come to regret this if he doesn't already. I think he's really sad about it. So yeah, there you go. Yes. Heat Lifer, watch it and let me know what you think. We can chit chat in the comments. Sage, isn't that crazy? Like, what the heck? Wand boy, big time wand boy. Are you manifesting Beth? Okay. Oh my God. Yeah. And then our last story, you guys, Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom breakup rumors are swirling about these two, especially since Katy Perry very, like it was kinda, like, tearfully, sadly, like, seemed just so, like, downtrodden at her Sydney show. She brought out a box of, like, Tim Tams, like those little cookie type things, and she said something very cryptic, like, "These, I'm gonna sing a song about a breakup or something, and these Tim Tams have saved my life," or so alluding to the fact that she is currently going through a breakup. Okay. And then every, like, news outlet, entertainment news outlet was publishing stories about it. And then Orlando Bloom made an appearance on a late night show, and he brought a support puppy, which is always a good thing. Bring your emotional support puppy wherever you go, in my opinion. But people are also saying, like, oh, it might be because he's sad, he's going through it. Because they've also been together for a long time, have kids, all of that. So let's pull a card for Katy Perry's energy currently towards Orlando Bloom. Yeah, Gunyar says Dakota's gonna be fine. I'm sure about it. Agreed. She seems so chill and moves on quickly if something happens that she expected. Yeah, that's what it feels like. He's the one who's more sad. It's like he thought that he wanted freedom, um, but now that he has it, it's like he realizes he's lost the most important person in his life. So that's yeah, that'll force you to grow up. Maybe he has that sort of perpetual Peter Pan syndrome type thing. That's kind of the vibe I get. Okay. Katy Perry, her energy towards Orlando Bloom, allegedly. Saw him on Jimmy Fallon. His pup was adorable. Oh my God. I love it, Sage. Another man that doesn't want to marry. It's these Hollywood types, Penny. It's these Hollywood types. That's why you got to get you down to earth man. Okay. Who wants to get married if that's what you want. None of these egomaniacs. Okay, Katy Perry, how does she feel? Ooh, I had to just keep on spinning. Oh, the Hanged Man in reverse. Oh my God. Okay. So I think for a long time, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, the writing has been on the wall. I do think that Katy Perry has had some sort of inkling that her relationship with Orlando Bloom has had its major ups and downs. I think that she's kind of seen this coming, but Hanged Man energy is like, but I don't want to make a move because like I don't want that to happen. It's like avoiding what seems like it could be the inevitable. This is kinda like having the same fight with someone again and again and again, and there's just, like, this crossroads, and nothing really ever gets solved, so the problem's still there. But, like, you don't wanna leave, but you know that if you stay, neither of you are gonna be happy, so it's like it's really actually quite sad. Then with the hangman in reverse, something has happened to finally move the situation forward. So I do think that they are separated right now or possibly even divorcing. I don't know how final this is right now, but I do think that they are not together at this moment. Like I said, maybe it's like a trial separation type thing, but movement has been made. They have definitely severed their commitment at this time. So but this is nothing out of the blue, so I don't think it's like a Chris Martin cheating scandal thing. I don't think it's a lack of a commitment. I think it's more of like a differences when it comes to values and maybe the way they see their future. Let me just get a clarifier though. How does Orlando Bloom feel towards Katy Perry, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only? How does Orlando Bloom feel towards Katy Perry? The 10 of Swords. He feels like it's over. Wow. I think that he is the one that maybe is more ready to face it and who wants this ending more. I think that with her being the Hanged Man reverse and with all the Scorpio in her birth chart, I think that for her it's harder to move on. She is not someone who likes to let go. She's just not someone who likes change. I mean, even just look at her most recent tour. Like people are saying, like, wow, we really need Katy Perry to like evolve. But she like kind of sticks with what she knows, whether it's good or bad, allegedly. And it's really hard for her, the Hanged Man reverse. It's really hard for her to accept this and to move forward. But the Ten of Swords with Orlando, he is sort of someone who is better able to accept things when they're over. So I think that he is heartbroken, Ten of Swords. I don't think that he wanted this ending, but he is able to accept it and move forward, even though he is in pain. Wow, this is like really, really sad. Okay, let's get Past, present, and future for these two. Like, what happened? How did this relationship allegedly fall apart between Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom? JDK says he has a Cancer moon. I thought that he had a Scorpio moon. I think he has a Scorpio moon, JDK. I might be wrong, but I thought he did. I could have sworn because I thought that he had the Scorpio moon and then she had the Scorpio sun. So they had that sun moon connection. That is actually really good in relationships typically. They give me Miley and Liam vibes. Oh my God, yes. So sad. Those two made me sad also. She's too out there for him. Yeah. Mhm. GG. I could see that too. And that could be like the differences in values. Like maybe, I don't know. We'll pull some cards before I speculate. Interesting. Okay. Past, present, future. So in the past, when they first got together, what was going on? What was the vibe between them? What drew them together? 10 of Pentacles, their career. Okay, this is so funny. So you hear a lot about, especially in the blind items, about publicationships that start off, from the standpoint of, okay, if we're in a relationship, it's going to look great for my career. It's going to look great for your career. Let's just do this. And, like, I think that it brought her some good publicity because he's a serious actor who is very well respected and he's gotten a lot of roles and people just sort of love him. And really, he's just highly regarded. And then with Katy Perry, she kind of had like an edginess to her. And so I think that maybe from that standpoint, it brought him a little bit of like edginess. So I feel like it brought more, I don't know, in a weird way, like respect or seriousness or a serious acclaim to her career and her status. And it brought a little bit of an edge that I think was needed for his image. So I think that it fit really beautifully with making like a well-rounded image, like power couple type of energy that was intriguing and people found them very interesting together, almost like, ooh, like what is their story? Like kind of opposites attract sort of thing. But sometimes the 10 of Pentacles, that doesn't always last. So the publicationship thing is like that's how it started off. But I do think that they got to a point where they actually fell in love. So I think it started off as a publicationship. It started off as 10 of Pentacles for their careers. And I think that unexpectedly, the two of them developed real feelings from this fake kind of setup. That is so funny. Makes sense. Okay, so that's the past. What about the present? I know, JDK, can people just stop with the PR relationships? I don't think they ever will. Oh, wow. Sage says, yes, he's a Scorpio sun, Aquarius rising, Scorpio moon, 0 degrees. Ooh, oh, Lord. A Scorpio moon at 0 degrees that's intense. That's intense. My Scorpio moon's at 28 degrees. I don't know, fun fact. And Katy is a triple Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio energy there. A lot of depth, a lot of possessiveness, a lot of power. I mean, they put the power in power couple. Thank you for breaking that down, Sage. That's so helpful. That puts it into like this whole different perspective of this deep connection. I can see why Katy Perry would be very hard for her to let go. And for him, you would think it would be with all that Scorpio, but let's see what happened. Where they're at presently, how did they go from this development of this like power couple energy to where they're at now? What happened? Oh, no worries, Sage. No worries. Yeah, Penny, see what degree your Scorpio moon's at. It means something. Okay. Teamwork. Don't worry, Sage. We got teamwork. Gigi and Sage teaming up, getting us the placements. Okay. Present moment. Take them both. Ooh, okay. Moving, guys, I'm telling you, when the tarot tea's just like calling it 6 of Swords, moving on. Yes. So they are moving on. I would say allegedly for entertainment purposes only. They broke it up for sure. 6 of Swords. He's already moving on. She may I don't know, based on that someone's already moving on, I'll say that. Based on the footage that I saw from her concert, in Australia, she looks like she's in, like, the sadness and acceptance phase. So I think he's moving on, and we have the Page of Wands. This is a passionate new affair. Now, because we have it with moving on, I don't think this is cheating, but I do think that he might be like after the breakup, like they've decided, but I do think that he's already I don't know if he's trying to distract himself or what, but there's somebody else already. The Page of Wands, it may be someone younger than him because pages are like, young. Or it may just be like brand new. But this is like some sort of love affair. And I do think this is him. So yeah, I mean, it's over. What caused this ending, allegedly, for entertainment purposes? What caused this ending? How did they go from power couple to somebody moving on? And this 10 of Swords, a heartbroken ending when one of them wasn't ready to let go. I don't think that Katy wanted this. How did this happen? The Wheel of Fortune, same card we got for Chris Martin. What goes up must come down. There, again, like I said, there are similar themes tonight through a lot of these stories. What goes up must come down. There's some sort of karmic element here. Okay, what was that story specifically about? Allegedly. The Emperor controlling. You know what? Okay, guys, interesting. So, men with a lot of Scorpio placements and women too, actually. People with a lot of Scorpio placements, one of the things they have to be very careful about is not becoming controlling because that is like one of the dark side traits of Scorpio is that they can be overbearing, controlling. They do rule Pluto in the underworld and Hades, so it's like there can be a darkness if they don't actively work to transcend that and see the good in others, try to bring lightness to the situation. Depending on the other placements in their chart as well, there can be things that help them out, like more fire or grounded earth, air. But there is something about this Emperor card that it's like drawing a hard line in the sand. I do think that Orlando drew some sort of boundary with Katy Perry. Wheel of Fortune, it's something that maybe he's wanted to do for a long time. Maybe he finally stood up for himself in a certain way. Let's get more clarity about what this is. This is him. It's either him being controlling or finally standing up for himself. I'm not sure which one. But that's ultimately what broke the relationship. So I do think this is something specifically with their connection. It has nothing to do with like other people or cheating or like a lack of depth. I think that they have a very deep bond, which is why I think this is actually super sad. Very Miley Cyrus and Liam Hemsworth has a similar feeling. So good call. What was this boundary? Allegedly. Justice. Again, same thing we got for Chris Martin. Like there are some themes, some prominent themes playing out tonight. This is so weird. So I feel like he needed to get his justice for something. There was something. There has been, like I said, like an argument or some sort of problem that's never really been solved between the two of them. And he finally put his foot down and was like, I can't take it anymore. I need justice, like Wheel of Fortune, Emperor. Like, I don't want to be like this, but I have to. What was it? What is the sticking point? Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. Penny, oh my God, Penny, I was just about to read. I can see him being controlling. I was like, before I could even get it out, I dropped all the cards. Confirmation of Penny's intuition. I can see him being controlling. I can too, because I just dropped all my cards. On that note, okay, well, Katy, maybe this isn't the worst thing. I think Katy Perry needs to learn to love herself more and stop looking for validation outside of herself. Like you don't need to go to the moon and do this tour and all this crap. Like just be you, like her own personality. I remember there was like some interview I watched of her like in 2020. I don't know if it was like the Drew Barrymore show or something, but it was like during like the whole quarantine saga that we all lived through. Oh my God, that was crazy. But I remember watching the interview a long time ago and thinking, like, she's so cute. Like, that was like really funny and sweet. And she was talking about being a mom and like, I don't know. I feel like we would like Katy Perry if we saw the real Katy Perry. But she has this bizarre narcissistic game that she's playing right now because she doesn't love herself. And the more she tries to control that Scorpio negative tendency, control our perception of her, the less we like her. So I don't know. Food for thought. Somebody tell Katie. Um, hmm. Oh my God, yes. Totally Sage. Sage says with all of her Scorpio energy, she could totally also be controlling and bulldoze him. Yeah, I think there was a lot of energy between them. Wait, Babu says sounds like him. Miranda Kerr, his ex seems so sweet, and I can see him being possessive. He had that ridiculous fight with teenager Justin. Oh, he did. He got in a fight with Justin Bieber over Miranda Kerr. Okay, okay, there you go. That's some scorpionic dark side tendencies. Thank you for bringing that up, Babaloo. Oh my God. Crazy. Gunyar said 2025 is a year for toxic relationship problems to come to the surface and make people break up that have these problems. It's also waking up for Aquarius risings. Totally is. Aquarius rising here, I can confirm, waking up. Here, not about my relationship, but just about like who I am as a person to clarify. Hearing the breakup news this year. Yeah. Uh-huh. I think that if this has been bubbling under the surface, it's finally time. He's not gonna sweep it under the rug anymore. I hate how quarantine stole 4 years of our lives. I hate it too, Abdul. It was insane. But hopefully we all gained some inner strength from it. I don't know. Try to see the silver lining, but yeah, that was really bad. Okay. But we made it, you guys. We made it. Anything else about I don't know, like, what was the line in the sand? What was it that Orlando Bloom, like, said, "Okay, this is the last straw." Like, what was it? What was the situation allegedly for entertainment purposes only? What was it? Oh, okay, here we go. I'm gonna take this card that was right beneath the jam. 7 of Wands. Not the same energy of Timothée Chalamet, The Wandering Eye. Okay, do you guys remember when I know we talked about it on here, when, like, I think it was maybe a couple months ago, that video of Katy Perry was circulating where she was in Vegas with Orlando Bloom, and they were at, like, a chain smokers, like, DJ, like, Vegas pool party, and she was, like, making, like, kinda eyes, and, like, everybody was talking about how it looked like she was kinda hitting on this, one of the guys from the Chainsmokers, and the whole time, like, Orlando Bloom's, like, right there, like, right next to her, so she's, like, kinda, like, holding his hand with one and then, like, kinda all over this other guy. It was crazy, it was a lot. I mean, if you are interested, you can, like, Google or YouTube, Katy Perry, the Chainsmoker like, with the Chainsmokers, like, it's a little it's kinda crazy. I would say very, like, definitely disrespectful. And 7 of Wands, I think this is him. Yeah, I mean, it's a jealousy thing. I think it is. But I also sort of think that he had a reason to be in this case with her because I do think that sadly, I don't think she loves herself enough right now. So I think she looks for a lot of attention from other people, including from guys. And I think that he's tried to have this conversation many, many times. And I think she needs to be with someone who maybe like someone who's I don't know, more fire sign energy and air, like fire and air to kind of like let her be more of that free spirit. She hates to be controlled. She hates to be told what to do. I mean, and who doesn't, right? Nobody wants to be controlled. But there's almost this perception that she has sometimes where she will think of it as being controlled when really maybe she was sort of all over this guy and it hurt his feelings. I just think there's a lot of, like I said, a difference of values in the way that they see like this is okay for you to do. But, because I don't think that she gets very jealous of him, which is unlike a Scorpio. But I feel like she doesn't get jealous, but I think he gets jealous. So she's like, well, I wouldn't be mad at you if you were doing that. I mean, I'm right there, like it's not like this is behind my back. So I feel like she just sees it really differently than he does. And it's a basic incompatibility. because it's always been, I think, an issue in their relationship. Just they have different boundaries with people outside of the relationship and how much they, are comfortable with the other one flirting or doing whatever, you know? So, okay. Well, dang. Whew, that's a lot. That's a lot. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Wait, what? Bring me back to my 20s? Oh, hell, I would take 30s when he says LOL. Yes, Gigi. Oh my God, you guys. A Loera. Hi, A Loera. How's it going? A Loera says, can you ask if Nicola Coughlan has a baby with Luke Newton in real life? Oh my God. That one, I'm going to tell you, I do not think that's the case. I do not. But we did do a reading on them earlier. So if you want to back up, you can check that out. You can check that out. It was a pretty good reading. Yeah, I think that Katie does have some narcissistic tendencies to work through. I would not argue with you on that one. I'm having that energy this year. I'm coming to this chat with breakup confirmation of Luke and Antonia. Okay, manifesting, Gunyar, manifesting. Wanting a reading from you to see what caused it. Okay, well, let's see. When we get to that point, we will dive deep into the tea when the breakup allegedly happens. Any insight on Justin Baldoni? Okay, I'll pull that last one before we go. Anything else on Justin Baldoni? Allegedly for entertainment purposes only. The Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down. I'm telling you guys. So in the last reading I did for them, it was like, he won or he's lost this battle, but the war is still, yet to be seen, like yet to be fought. I think that both of them have been losing little battles along the way. I definitely think that there is a long way to go. And Lawyer Moog, our resident lawyer, confirmed that truly is the tea. And he thinks they're going to come back with something else before the 23rd and do the amendment. So I would say the T confirms it, and so did Lawyer Moog. So yeah, I think that they're going to come back with something. I think they're working on something. And Wheel of Fortune, the tables could still turn again. I don't think that he's going to, it's not the same for him, but when he goes to defend himself, I think more will come out. So yeah, there's just wait. There's a lot left. Today's card is Wheel of Fortune. It is, you guys, everything. It's like the karmic truths are coming out. So, at least you can always rely on karma to have your back. And before we go, that's crazy. I don't think Brian Friedman's backing down. I would think not, Jaded Kate. I would think not. Okay. And before we go, you guys, if anybody would like a reading, I am doing limited readings for this summer, like a summer tea time prediction. Basically, I would record an audio reading for you, just pulling cards to give you a little bit of the tea on what you can expect this summer, things to look forward to, tips, advice. And if I do see anything coming up in your future that is less than pleasant, I will pull cards to tell you how you can navigate it, get around it, and turn things around with the Wheel of Fortune card, turn it to your advantage. So I am doing these readings specifically for this one pup, Jacob, that we pulled from Dallas Animal Services this morning. So little Jacob, we saved his life. So happy to report that, you guys. He is a really special dog. So also, if anybody wants to adopt or foster him, we can't foster him out of state, but if you want to adopt him, he can be transported. So you can always DM me or send me an email to this email to find out more about him. But yeah, he's an amazing pup. And here's all the info. All you have to do is email me, brickcardsandstars@gmail.com. I'm just trying to get these in before we leave on Wednesday so that I can donate all of the money to his care. He needs food and he needs a crate and he needs all kinds of stuff. And we're going to make sure that we manifest the best home for him because he's such a special, special dog. We love him. We love you, Jacob. I would take him home if we had more room. You know it. Poor Michael. He's like, we cannot fit another dog. But okay, you guys, I love y'all so, so much. Thank you. Oops. There's Jacob just being cute. I love y'all so, so much. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your evening, or Claire, rest of your day. And thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I will see you again. We're going to do one more live podcast episode this week before I go out of town as well. And then next you'll see me from Italy. And hopefully I have a good view for you guys. So, all right. Love you. Sending y'all so much love. Send Jacob some good vibes too, you guys. Okay. Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Bye, Abdul. Yeah, and I love all the new faces that we had here, you guys. Happy to have you in the Tea Time fam. Bye, guys. Thank you, Penny. Appreciate that.